Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're looking at Robert Lee Yates, and I found a timeline and I zoomed in so that you can read the names of the list of people who summarized and researched it at the Department of Psychology, Radford University. I don't want to pronounce their names because I don't want to chop them up, but there they are so that you can read them easily. And so then it gives the timeline. Then I don't have to do one myself. So if you're looking for a timeline, trying to figure out where they could be and when they could kill somebody. So he was born in 1952. At the age of 6 in 1958, he was molested by an older neighbor boy. So these things affect some people, and then he ends up being a serial killer. So if if people grow up and they're molesting people and they think, oh, they're not hurting them, oh, I'm not hurting them, I'm not killing them, I'm not killing anybody. Well, you never know, because you could end up killing people because what you're doing could cause somebody else to become a serial killer. So yeah, you could be killing lots of people. Alright, so at the age of 6, he was molested by an older boy who was probably molested by somebody else. At the age of 12, he had an unusual relationship with a dominating mother. 13, father says church-going, intelligent, and athletic. 14, joins parents' church, Seventh-day Adventist. 16, father says moody and violent. Moody and violent. So, yeah, that comes from people who are molested often end up being moody and violent or abused. So, 18, spring, graduates Oak Harbor High School, and Whidbey Island enters Skagit Valley College, 1970 to spring 1972. So at this time, we don't know if he's killing anybody. We don't think he could be, but this gives us a place of residence to know that if anybody's where he's at. Okay? He earns an associate's degree from Skagit Valley College. August 27th, 1972, he gets married. Then he attends college at Walla Walla. March, he separates with a wife after 18 months of marriage. Now, this might make him angry. Do you think he's killing anybody then? I don't know. July 14th, marries Linda Brewer. Annulled because divorce was not final from the other woman. August 29th, divorce finalized in King County. December, Linda gives birth to their firstborn. Okay, so and then that summer in 1975, and you can see the years on the left, works at Walla Walla, Washington State Penitentiary for 3 to 4 months. July 13th, 1975, now we know he's killing somebody because he shoots Susan Savage, age 22, and Patrick Oliver, 21, by Mill Creek near Walla Walla. Bodies discovered July 14th. So he's killing at least by 1975, or got caught killing somebody. We don't know if he's killed anybody before or not because he hasn't gotten caught. And I don't know what he's admitted to or if he's admitted to everything. 1975, he's angry at patrol worker and spreads feces on business door. What? That's gross. What is that? Wow, see? That's crazy. 1976, at the age of 24. Is that his age? Yes. It is, isn't it? Yes. I'm going to go back. Age, life event. Yes. At the age of 24, July 24th, he gets married again in a legal ceremony this time. And then October 19th, mother Anna Marie dies of cancer. October 4th, he enlists in the Army. Then he has a daughter born. It's all in 1977. Now we're going to 1980. July, permission to take firearms outside of the U.S. July 10th, takes oath of office and becomes warrant officer in Alabama. So he's in Alabama for a brief period of time. Then he's stationed in Germany. Then he has a daughter born in 1981. 1984, he's stationed in Alabama. 1988, he's in Germany. I think it says all the way to 1991. December 28th, body of Stacy E. Hahn, age 23, found in Skagit, Washington. Skagit County, Washington, prostitute, shot in the head, admits to killing. So when was he in Washington that he did that? See, I don't even see him being in Washington. Did he do that in October, or when did he do that? I don't know when he killed her, because it's not on here when she died. So, all right. Son Kyle Bourne starts neglecting his daughters. Then body of Yolanda Sapp, African American, 26, prostitute. See, is this when he killed them? Did he kill them on these dates, or is that when they found them? Because it says found. March 25th, body of Nikki Lowe, white, 34, prostitute. May 15th, body of Kathy, white, 38, prostitute. Then he's stationed in New York, flew helicopters and taught others to fly. See, I thought he was gone from... He was stationed in Germany from 1980 to 1994. Wow. So 1991, he's in New York. In New York from 1991 to 1995. How many people died there then? Do you think he killed any of them? May 12th, body of Sherry Palmer, white, 19, prostitute, shot in chest with plastic bag over her head. Never charged with this murder. Maybe he did admit to more, right? Station Fort Rucker, Alabama, 1995. August 9th, male transvestite prostitute body found shot. Suspect never charged with this murder. Suspected but never charged with this murder. August 18th, graduated instructor pilot course. August 25th, I might have to do my own timeline so I know which is what, because some of it need more details. Patricia Barnes, white, 60, not a prostitute but a streetwalker. April 1st, request to leave the U.S. Army with honorable discharge and receive lots of medals. Wow. April, family moves to Spokane, Washington. To 1996. Daughter Sonia finds address book in lunch pail. Soon after, Linda found motel receipts, saw women's names she didn't recognize. Yates' explanation was he was trying to find car parts. Oh, wow. So he had a list of their names. Wow. In a lunch pail. June 14th, body of Shannon Zielinski, white, 39, found shot in the head on a Holcomb Road in Mount Spokane Park Drive. Linda catches Yates cleaning blood out of van, and he claims he hit a dog and it died on the way to the vet. You could probably hear a lot of noise in the background. That's because it's raining really hard where I live. Okay, April, at the age of 45, he joins the Army National Guard. August 26th, Jennifer Joseph, age 16, found on Forker and Judkins Road, and Heather Hernandez, age 20, found on Springfield Road, both shot and prostitutes. September 24th, stopped for speeding in Corvette, but police marked it as a Camaro, which causes problems later in the investigation. April 2000, National Guard training weekends. November 5th, Darla Scott, white, 28, prostitute, found shot with plastic bag overhead on Hangman Valley Road. Now he's being mean to children, he's spending money, he's having problems with impotence. He's at the age of 46 in 1997. December 7th, Melinda Mercer, white, age 34, prostitute, found shot with plastic bag over her head in South Tacoma. December 18th, Sean Johnson, white, 36, bartender, waitress, drug addict, found shot with plastic bag over head on Hangman Valley Road. I guess it's easy to tell which ones he did because they're found shot with a bag over their head. December 26th, Lori Wasson, white, 31, prostitute, drug addict, found shot with 3 plastic bags around head, found near Sean McClellan, white, 39, prostitute, shot with 3 plastic bags. Fingerprints on bag around head, found near 14th and Carnahan. February 8th, Sonny Oster, white, 41, prostitute, drug addict, shot with 3 plastic bags around head on Graham Road. April 1st, Linda Maven, white, 34 years old, prostitute, found shot with plastic bag over head near Wason and McClelland. near 14th and Carnahan. April 13th, DNA proof found on Johnson and Scott verifies same man. May 12th, Melody Murfin, white 43, drug addict, reported missing and found October 16, 2000, shot with plastic bag around head and buried near Yates' bedroom window at 600 South Napa, near his bedroom window. Now he's 47 years old and he's still committing crimes. July 7th, Michelin, is that her name? Durning, white 47, prostitute, drug addict, found naked, shot in vacant lot at 218th North Crestline. Starts seeing Aloha Ingram for over 1 year. They do drugs together and he has no impotence problems. August 1st, attempted murder on Christine Smith, who escaped bullet and reported being assaulted and robbed while working as a prostitute. September, pulled over with Jennifer Robinson in car and claimed she was friend's daughter he was taking home. Police start to investigate types of bags on victims' heads. September 19th. He would not submit a DNA sample after being stopped by the cops because the request was too extreme for a family man. September 24th. Composite sketch of serial killer released in Spokane. October 13th. Connie LaFontaine Ellis, white, it doesn't have her age, prostitute, shot with plastic bag over head, found in South Tacoma. November 12th. Sonia and Amber call police on father and citation issued for domestic violence. Charges later dropped to misdemeanor assault. December, hired at Kaiser Aluminum Plant and takes job as replacement worker and works as a carbon setter, which is very physical job, and trains as a crane operator. That's in December. So now he's not killing for a few months because it doesn't kill anybody in December, January, or February. So then we go to March. Yates picks up Cheryl Sickerman but doesn't harm, and he is asked to come in for questioning. April 18th, arrested while on the way to work for the murder of Jennifer Joseph. Found fibers, button, and blood in Corvette. May 18th, charged 7 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder. July 17th, charged with 2 counts of murder in Pierce County for the Tacoma killings, sentenced to death. So he gets arrested in, well, see, now I'm confused. Is this 2000? He gets arrested in 2000. So April 18th, when he's arrested, that means he can't kill anybody right now because he's in jail. So that means he has to have stopped killing by April 18th, 2000, because he's arrested. May 18th, unless he gets out on bond, but I don't know. Charged 7 counts of murder, charged with 2 counts of murder for the Tacoma killing, sentenced to death. October 19th, pleads guilty to 13 counts of murder and 1 count attempted murder as a plea bargain to save him from a death penalty. October 26th, sentenced by judge to 408 years in Spokane. Christine Lene Smith recognized Yates on TV. She was one of the few that escaped. 2001, he's 49 years old. May, Linda and kids remain in contact with Yates. Linda says she can't divorce him. August 12th, Pierce County trial begins for the murder of Melinda Mercer and Connie LaFontaine Ellis. September 20th, jury convicts Yates on 2 counts of aggravated first-degree murder. October 4th, he's sentenced to death by lethal injection. November 4th, arrives on death row at Washington State Penitentiary, where he once worked as a guard. I guess that's Walla Walla, right? Then cases on appeal. General information they have. General information. Wow. There's childhood information. They have a lot of good information here. I really like this. So if you're looking for a timeline, this is a really good one. Wow. He served in Desert Storm. Wow. That's a lot, right? A lot of questions and a lot of answer. So Ages of victims, ages 16 all the way up to 60. It's crazy. So there's a lot of information here. If you want to pause it and read it, you can. It says at first glance, Robert Lee Yates seems like a typical middle-aged American man. He's married and a father of 5 who grew up in Whidbey Island, Washington, where he came from a solid, loving home with encouraging and supportive parents. Yeah, I don't know about all that, but you can read that. Maybe he did. So, wow. And then they have their references. So you could go there and check this out. That's pretty cool. And then here's Wikipedia zoomed way out after I zoomed so close to that one to give. And wait, let me go back on their names so that you can see their names of the people that did the hard work on this. And then we go to Wikipedia, and it says he was born 1952. He's an American serial killer from Spokane, Washington, from 1975 to 1998. Yates is known to have murdered at least 11 women in Spokane. Yates also confessed to committing 2 murders in Walla Walla in 1975 and a 1988 murder committed in Skagit County. In 2002, Yates was convicted of killing 2 women in Pierce County and sentenced to death, but it was commuted to life without parole after the Washington Supreme Court ruled capital punishment unconstitutional in 2018. He's currently serving life in prison at the Washington State Penitentiary. So you can see it along the right-hand side. It gives information underneath his photo as well, so that I can scroll down through there and you can see that. So, and then early life, he was born 1952, grew up Oak Harbor, Washington, middle-class family that attended local Seventh-day Adventist church. Before his birth, his grandmother murdered his grandfather with an axe in 1945. Yates graduated from Oak Harbor High School in 1970. In 1975, he was hired by the Washington State Department of Corrections to work as a correction officer at the Washington State Penitentiary in Walla Walla. In October 1977, he enlisted in the United States Army, to which he became certified to fly civilian transport airplanes and helicopters. Yates was stationed in various countries outside the continental United States. See, so he could fly airplanes and helicopters. And as a murderer, can you imagine? I think there was one murderer that was in the United States that was a real estate agent, and I think he could fly too, but I'm not sure. I think he had a plane, but it's interesting the things that they choose in their lifetime that they have in common. Yates was stationed in various countries outside the continental United States, including Germany and later Somalia and Haiti during the United Nations peacekeeping missions of the 1990s. Yates also served 3 years in the Army National Guard as a helicopter pilot from 1997 through April 2000. And I believe that I know somebody that used to get molested by their dad for like years, and I believe that their dad had also been a helicopter pilot in one of the military things. So I thought that was kind of interesting to find the things they have in common. He earned several commendation and service medals during his military career, including the U.S. Army Master Aviator Badge. Yates left the active duty Army in April 1996, apparently a year and a half short of being eligible for his full retirement benefits and pension. At this time, the military was reducing its numbers, so he got his full retirement despite being short of the customary 20 years served. He then joined the Army National Guard in 1997 and served 3 years until his arrest in April 2000. He served a total of 21 and a half years in the military. Isn't that just crazy? Do you think he joined the military because he wanted to serve the country? Or do you think he joined the military because, you know, some people, he didn't end up fighting people. He learned how to be a pilot. So a helicopter pilot, you know. So his reasons for joining may not be as obvious as you would think they would be. He has 5 children, 4 daughters and 1 son, with a second wife, Linda, whom he married in 1976. The children's birth years range from 1974 to 1989. And then it talks about the murders that he committed and when he committed them. And you can pause this and read it, but it says that they were committed with a .25 caliber handgun. And one attempted murder was linked to the same model of gun. So all of his victims died with gunshot wounds to the head. Oh, see, I thought it was to the heart. I didn't know it was to the head. All in Spokane, they all involved sex workers. So I don't know if all of these ones between these years. Sometimes he would do drugs with them, then kill them and dump their bodies in rural locations. So he'd have sex with them and then he would kill them. Autopsies of 2 of the victims indicate that the killer was a marksman aiming for the heart. See, there's the heart, but it says that they were shot in the head, so now I'm confused. Because if he was aiming for the heart, why were they all shot in the head? Now I'm really confused. That's 2 of the victims. 2 of the victims. So 2 of the victims, he was aiming for their hearts. And all of his victims, though, said that, so I don't know if that's just in this area between this time, but I don't understand that. So, and then the bizarre detail of Yates' murder involving the case where Melody Murfin, whose body was buried just outside the bedroom window of Yates' family home while his wife was sleeping in the room. On August 1st, 1998, Yates picked up sex worker Christine Smith, who managed to escape after being shot, assaulted, and robbed. She is Yates' only known attempted murder survivor. On September 19, 1998, Yates was asked to give the DNA sample, and remember he said that was just too extreme for a family man. So then it has more information that you can follow. You can pause it and read it if you like. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. So that you have a timeline here, and then here's a list of his victims here. I don't know if that's all of the victims, but there's a list of victims. Anyway, don't forget to stop and pray for all of his victims, for his family members, and just for everybody that's involved, investigators, everybody that has suffered through this, you know, friends, loved ones, everyone. And thank you so much for tuning in. And so there's just some information if you're looking for it. And there's their references, and here's their external links. So I want you to have a great day. Feel free to leave comments. Bye-bye.